Welcome back guys to the part 2 of quiz project. In this video we will create an array, getting the data from an array and showing it to the page. Then we will create a pagination and thank you message on the last page, and maybe we'll try to do a validation as well. So without further ado, we will start the video. Okay, so first thing first, we have I'll run this project. So what we have done is we have hard coded the value here. So what we have to do, we have to create an array of an key value pair, and after that we have to get that data from an array and we have to show it here, like here. And on clicking on next button, the second question will come, and then on clicking on next button, the third question will come, and things like that. So for now I'll open this Visual Studio, and firstly we will add the script, jQuery script API library. We have to add jQuery. You have to open this. Okay, after this you have to go to the download, sorry, you have to go to the API document. Okay, after this go to the previous version, which is this one, and after this click on release node. We have to pick up this min.js, copy this, and script, this will be src. You have to paste it here. After this we have to write jQuery code. We'll create one variable, we'll give it a name as html quiz double quotes, and after this we have to create one array which will be questions is equal to square bracket. Okay, and inside this we have to add questions. So I'll add this question, and this will be in double quotes, and it will be spelling of one question mark. We will be adding another key choices. This will be double quotes one double quotes two and three, and this will be comma and comma, and after this will be correct, which will be first one. So the first question is this first choice is right, so we have to give it as 1. After this we have to add another question. So I'll just copy this and paste it here, and we will give it a name as 2, and this will be 2. We can add another option as well, which will be TO2. Same way we have to copy this much, we have to paste it here, and we have to give it a 3. This will be 3. Okay, just save it, and after this there will be document ready. So this function basically runs when your page get loaded. Okay, so the first function to be run when page get loaded. Okay, so document dot ready function, and after this we can write this console dot log. We can get this questions in this, and just save it. Okay, so when we run this quiz and when we check the console, You can see this, the 3 array is present here. We have write this, and the 3 array which we have created, this spelling of 1, all these things are here. So after this, what we have to do is, we have got the array data on the page load. Right now we have to we have to bind that data here. Okay, so what we are going to do is, we have to write one for loop. This will be the for loop, and we have to give this as a question index. Okay, this will be our question index, which will have a 0 value. Okay, after this, so why I've wrote this 0? Because the array, the index of array starts starts from, it starts from 0 and so on so forth. Is it goes from 0 to 1, 2, 3, and like that. So I have given the question index as 0, and after this we have to give this question index should be less than uh, you know length of this dot length. Okay, and after this we have to question index will get plus plus, and after this we have to bind the HTML, the variable which we have created here. So we'll get this variable, you know we have to append the values. So okay, this was the these are the things which we have to append here. So what I'll do is, after this also I'll create one div id quiz question HTML. Okay, and after this what we have to do is, we have write this HTML, we have to append this one. Just copy this and paste it here. Okay, after pasting it here, we have to give it as single quotes. Everything will be under single quotes. Okay, after this we have to write another one. Okay, we have to append double quotes, we have to append this one h1 tag here. Okay, same again, we have to give it as single quotes, single quotes. Okay, and after this we will be giving the question in a p tag, HTML quiz append double quotes, this div tag we have to close. Okay, so one HTML quiz, and we have to close the div tag. Okay, once it is done, we have to come outside of this loop, and we have to append this thing, our HTML, into this one dot append, and this will be our HTML, and that is it. And after this what we can do is, as of for now, we can comment out this one. Okay, and after this what we can do is, we can save it, we can check you know if our data is showing. You can see the thing which we have added, spelling of 1, it is showing here. But for now what we have to do is, we have to show the questions which are coming from here. Okay, so what we can do right now is, firstly we will start off with this one. We have to give a double quotes and concat. We have to write this as an index plus 1. So what happens is, div id should be unique and id should be unique. So what happens is, whenever you can't give it an 0. So what I'm doing is 0 plus 1, so it will create the uniqueness whenever it gets into the loop. Okay, So it will create a uniqueness to your div, and after this what you have to do is, for here you have to uh, double quotes concat your array, your index, okay, and dot question. Okay, if I'll save this and we check it, you can see this. So okay, you can see this, it is showing, but it is showing the last one, this last question it is showing. So what we have to do right now is we have to check, okay, we have to write one if condition to check if your index is equal to 0. Then what happen is it will run this code, okay, else then also it will run this code only. But what happens is, for this your style will be display none. Okay, so now if I'll save this and if you see, the first question is visible, you can see, and after this what we have to do is we have to show the choices. After this we are showing the choices. As you've seen in the part 1, we have to show the choices, which is this one. But what you can see here is, if you go to the console, there is an array which have you know uh, three set of datas, okay, and inside the first set of data there is another array for choices, which is this three. Okay, same way for second data there are another choices which have four for another set of choices. So it is like that. So what we have to do is we have shown this first question. Right now if we want to show the choices, we have to you have to create another loop. you know you have to create another loop which is for choices. Okay, so this will be another loop, for loop, choice index, which again will start from 0. Okay, and the choice index will check if it shouldn't be greater than questions, like the array of question, and should not be greater than and should be in the index. And after this you have to go inside this with choices and the length of it. So what happens is, when your question index is on 0, it will go inside this one, and after this it will take the choices and it will check the length. So for example, the length is 3 right now, so it will check, and it should not be greater than the length of the choices of current index. Okay, current index like question index. And after this we will be writing choices index plus plus. Okay, once we have written this, we have to write HTML quiz again for, okay, we have to write it for this one. Okay, I'll copy this, will paste it here. Okay, same way I'll create another one and I will paste this label. Okay, I'll paste this label here. Okay, now what we have to do is, we have copied this, we have pasted here. Now we are going to create the uniqueness of each. I mean, for each input we have to create uniqueness. Okay, so what we can do is, firstly we can do this like getting the data in single quotes. Okay, not in a double quotes but just in a single quotes. Once we get the data in single quotes, get all the data in single quotes, this one also and this one also. Okay, after this what we have to do is we have to give a double quotes. Okay, inside this will be this and question index plus 1, and after in between this we have to write hyphen double quotes. Okay, and in this bracket it will be choice index plus 1. Once it is done, for name also, for name also we have to create a uniqueness, right? So double quotes question index plus 1. Okay, so basically guys, I mean I will recommend you to watch HTML and CSS more, so you'll get familiar with the things, so which I am typing right now. Okay, so after this I've written double quotes, this will be your array. So basically we are getting the choices. Okay, so question index, okay, dot choices. Okay, and after that choices index. So basically it will get into the first one, which is when your question index will be 0. Okay, it will get into this, then it will get into the choices, then it will get into the first, I mean which is have an index of 0. You can see it, the index of 0. So it will map this one, then this one, then this one. That's why we are writing uh, array, then index 0. Same way the choices of that, then 0, then 1. Same way the when it will change to 1, it will be 0, then 1, 2. Same way it will be 2, then it will be 0, 1, 2. So it is like that. So that's how we'll get the data from an array for the choices. Okay, once this is done, the another one will be for label. Same way what we have written here, for we have to just copy this and we have to basically paste it here. Same way what we have done, double quotes, we have to copy this one. Okay, we have to copy this one and we have to paste it in between this. Okay, between your plus plus concatenation. Okay, I can save it, and same way I have to copy this one, paste this here. Also I guess I have missed out something. We have to open one div here. We have to open one div and we will be closing same div. After this we have to close one div here. Okay, same way we have to close one div here. So that is it. I will save it and we will see how it looks right now. So there is some bug, I guess. So what it is saying, choices console cannot read property of undefined. Okay, we have you can see this, we have written this as question index. What we have to do is we have to give it this, and also here also we have to give this. Let's see. Okay, you can see now this is how it is looking, because what we have done is you can see we have given this this one here but not this one. So basically we have to increment the choice index, not this one, because anyhow it is getting incremented here. So that was the thing which we missed out. So guys, when you are copy pasting or doing stuff, just be aware. Once this is done, we have to give this button also. So what I'll do is, after this we have to write another HTML quiz. We have to write it for button. Okay, this one, double quotes. Just make sure close it here, because it will be closing here, and then we will be starting our button thing. Okay, so I'll copy this one for now, paste it in between, get the thing, copy this, Control Z, paste it here in a single quotes. Same way, you have to copy this, you have to paste it here in a single quotes. Okay, after this, same way we have to go, copy this, paste it here. This one was for submit, and last one will be for next button. Okay, copy this, paste it here, and this will be in single quotes as well. Okay, once you are done with this, we will be closing the div tag, which is for this one, and one is for this one. Same way, just do this, guys, copy this and paste all this thing here. Okay, inside this loop, this for loop. Once you are done with that, there is some issue. What we can do is we can create one class as a btn dot btn hyphen padding. Get a padding of 2px. Okay, we'll add this inside the class. We give it a class. Same way, just copy it and paste it here, save it. Same goes for this as well. Okay, this is how it looks. I guess there would be something we have missed out. Btn padding. I guess it is margin or what? I guess it is margin, not padding. Let's see now. Okay, this is how it looks, and it is looking good right now. What we have to do is, on clicking on next button, the page should be go on second question and things like that. Okay, so what we can do is, for now, we have to create for next. On click is equal to on next btn click, and parameter we will write this. After this, we have to give a data btn question number is equal to, we have to give question index, this one here. Okay, so that is it for this one. Now we will be writing one function. There will be another function. We will be writing function. This will be click value. Okay, after this, console dot log click value. Okay, this, and save it. This one's for this. Same way, we have to write this also for next button of this else else condition. Okay, inspect this, go to the console, clicking on the next, it is giving us the HTML like element of this button. If you inspect this, if you see, this is the same thing which we are getting in a console. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to get the data, this page number. Okay, we have to get this page number, and from this page number we have to hide and show the current page and the next page and things like that. I'll show you that. What I'm going to do is I'll write this where question page number, okay, is equal to parse int round bracket click value dot dataset. Okay, dataset dot, what was this? This was btn, right? We have to copy this, we have to paste it here. Okay, and after this, same way you can write the console log and check if we are getting the current page number. Okay, the question page number. Okay, this, let's save it, go here, click on it, you can see we have got the number here, and which is in int format. Once this is done, what we have to do is we have to go here, we have to write this id, we have to get this id. Okay, we have to get this one, we can paste it here, and after this concat this page number, we have to hide it. Okay, save it, same way copy this, paste it here, and in this we have to give a round bracket plus 1, and we will show this. Okay, we will show this one. See, refreshing the page, clicking on next, you can see, now you can see the question second, which was this one. Okay, clicking on next, you can see the page third, I mean the question third. So we are done with next. Now we will check with the previous button. Same way what we have done here, we have to write same thing like this one, we have to write it here. I guess for the first page we don't need previous button, so what we can do is we can write it for the another pages, not for the first pages. First, the previous button of first page should be disabled. Okay, because there is no logic enabling it, because there would be no previous page to the first page. So this will be our page number, and on click we have to write on click is equal to single quotes on previous button click. Okay, you have to write this here as well. We have to create function for previous button, which will be function will be same click value, and after this same way you have to get the data here. Okay, getting this same way we will be hiding this current page, but you have to show the previous page. For this one we will be writing as -1. So the current page, like second page, minus like 2 minus 1 will be 1, so it will throw us on the first question. Okay, so refresh this, go to the next page. Okay, we haven't removed this one, so remove this as well. Okay, once you remove this, go here, click on next. Now you can see the previous button is visible. Click on previous button, you are back on the first question. next, next, previous. Okay, so this is done. So what happens when you click on the next button of last page? The thank you message should be visible. Okay, so what we can do for that is we have to go here. After if condition, we have to write this else if, and in this what we have to do is the length will be now plus 1. So what will happen is it will go till the last, till the last length, which will be 3. Okay, and on that, when it will match that last length, we have to show the thank you message. So what happens is we have to do this quiz index, if it is equal to questions dot length. Okay, then we have to show thank you message. Okay, so for this one we have to again write this HTML quiz plus equal to be div will be id is equal to single quotes, same way get this id. Okay, and get the id and paste whole this thing here. So basically what you can do is just copy this and paste it here. Okay, so copying this and pasting it here. After this class, same way you have to write the class also, class, this one also be display none. Copy this and paste it here. Okay, so this will be display none and it will be shown on the click of last question. Okay, this is done. Let's remove this. Again we have to write another h1 tag, h1 close, h1 tag here we have to close, div tag as well. Inside h1 tag we have to write thank you for your responses. Thank you for your response, and that is it. Let's see, let's save it and let's see if it is working fine or not. This is the first page. Clicking on next, second page, clicking on next, third page, clicking on next, it will show thank you for your response. So as you can see this guys, we are done with the things like uh, getting the data from an array, creating an array, pagination, and then thank you response. The last thing which is pending, which is validation. So right now we'll start with the validation. Okay, so this is for the next button. Okay, so whenever user clicks on one of this, one of these choices, then only he has to go to the another question. Until and last he don't click it, he won't be able to get into another question. So this is how it is. Right now what we can do is just we have to go, we have to create one where this will be user clicked answer, it will be double quotes input name is equal to single quotes. So this will be your name. Okay, this will be your name, and after getting this name, double quotes, the question page number. Okay, this one checked and val. Okay, after this once we are getting this, we have to write one if condition. If your user clicked answer is equal to undefined. When it is undefined, we have to show alert. It will say please select choices. Okay, this is done, and in inside else we will write this. Okay, let's see if it is working or not. Went here, clicking on next. So you can see this, it is saying please select choices. Okay, I'll select this one, I'll select this one, clicking on next will throw me onto the second page. I'll click on next. If I'll if I don't select any of the choices, it will say please select choices. If I'll click on second, it will show me to another page. Same way for the third one as well. Selecting. Okay, okay, let's see for the previous button how it is working. Previous button, it is going to the previous one. So previous button, I guess it is working fine. There is no need to do things for previous button. It is working fine for now. Whenever you click on some of the options, then only uh, you will be able to go to the next page, or else you will be get alerted, I mean notified, to select the choices. Okay, so that is it, guys, for today, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you really did, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll be back with the part 3 of this series. Thank you, guys.